I don't remember this one.
People go cry.
One of my
for
neighbor,
you.
he named now Monday. I go mention this one Monday. One they say, in they turn generator on, in landlady, they go off the generator.
Why?
Saying the thing they worry am. No agreement like that. I say, why Monday they
Is
gist
there
me?
like
The guy say,
is there supposed to be a generator that service everybody in the company?
no. Say they just like how dark their house is now. This room, the same house. Like let's say that's not this rooms, this office there like this now. That other room getting your landlord. Did I know that kind of house way old house, Diob area? That other room getting your landlord. That room. So in landlord for that in your room, for that 3 room, plenty rooms there. Papa die or grandpapa die, give them some. Get like they go offer.
Well, but I know that if people are if they're properly checked, a lot of the landlords will change.
You know, so most of these landlords are politicians. How you want to fight them?
Oh, you don't
How
talk
you
am
want-
now.
how you want to fight them?
What of the non-politicians? How you want to fight them too?
How you want to fight them?
So, but
But
that now you spoil gates.
Then
You
bury
don't work on
somebody inside house where you rent. They give the house for
plenty
rent.
houses where they live. It just no bury people because some culture allows it.
But then wait, if a culture allows you to bury your loved one inside an
Why
apartment,
rent it?
why rent it out?
That is where money comes in. Now, if you need money, you get house to use make money. You
Why
go use and
rent
make
it
money.
out?
You're in Port Harcourt, right? You're in Port Harcourt and you say, oh, some people have this mindset. It's Port Harcourt city local government is congested. For me, I don't feel like it's congested. I still feel like it's okay. This one you're saying is just one part. The one my own friend told me of. God. It's not even about the amount of money in his own case. In his own case, is rules to the compound.
You don't remind me of one
A
thing
full-grown adult
in Port
who
Harcourt.
counted his money came to you as a landlord and said, Oga landlord, I won't stay for your apartment. Now, that aside, I've paid for agreement. You didn't give me agreement. So what am I paying for? Okay, you've taken the money, no problem. So this my friend went out. He's into show business. So without asking questions, she just kept attacking this boy. So on that fateful day, he came back 10 minutes past 11. 10 minutes past 11 to his house, and the gate was locked. My God. The security man was on strict instruction.
Strict instruction.
Oh God, from the landlady not to open the gate for this friend, names withheld. And I'm like, he called me immediately. Gilbert, I am going to do something bad. He said, I'm going to complain. I said, what happened? And I explained. And I said, okay, is there an agreement that there's curfew at 10 o'clock in that apartment? Because if there's an agreement, then you have infringed it.
But wait, sorry to cut it short now. Even if it's an agreement that the gate will be locked, is it a must that you would say if the gate is locked, your own tenant cannot enter inside the compound?
What is an agreement?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again. Thank you for sticking with us. 5 p.m. West African time. We're back again. It is your favorite show, your favorite podcast, the Gist City podcast right here in the city of Port Harcourt. All right, so without wasting much time, may I introduce our sponsors to you. Number one on the list is the Belema Oil Producers Limited, a truly Niger Delta indigenous world-class energy company operating within the Niger Delta territory. Belema Oil Producers Limited has showed concern on paying attention to their corporate social responsibility. They produce power water for their host communities, a scholarship to host communities, and Rivers Indigenous Atlas. And right here on this show, they are our favorite sponsors. Moving forward, we also have MAJ Marine Oil and Gas, also an oil servicing company operating within the Niger Delta territory. We all want to say thank you so much. All right, so without wasting much time, we also have our associate sponsors. Number one on the list is Turkey Pasta. Free lunch, free services. All right, so you can also get free lunch after ordering like 5-6 orders from Turkey Pasta. They are right here in the city of Port Harcourt, your number one online food servicing company in the city of Port Harcourt right here. Don't forget, their numbers are displayed on the screen. You can give them a DM or call them to order a big turkey, a big chicken, and your pasta. All right, so moving forward, we also have the number one bread right here in the city of Port Harcourt. I'm talking about your one and only classic cream bread. All right, so classic cream bread is like my favorite. All right. I must be very sincere. I would always recommend classic cream to every one of you watching the show. Always make sure you use classic cream bread as a breakfast. All right, so without wasting much time, as you all know, you know how we do it on this show now. All right, we just go dive straight into the introduction proper of our guest and of our co-host. But right here with me, I'm seated with my co-host, Madam Gelba. May we introduce Madam Gelba? Standing ovation for Madam Gelba. Madam Gelba, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
5 p.m. It's not an easy task, but we all.
I mean, before you go further, let me introduce you to. You cannot be casting me like that.
Oh yeah.
You know now who is seated there, the person that is giving us all the adverts
Easy,
with his mouth sharpened,
easy.
Mr. Pokemon.
Senior brother of the house. I rap. All right. So, Madam Gerba, you're welcome. Today we're talking about our topic for today's conversation is Port Harcourt landlords and house management.
The deep one.
I swear. First and foremost, I want to talk about Eagle Island. I get a lot of friends with this for Eagle Island, all right? And this Eagle Island landlords and the house management, they easy. Especially this, their agent of, I think it's the agent that is doing all this over. I'll give you a story.
It's the two. I feel like it's the two.
In my compound, there's this, like my neighbor, she wanted to travel to UK, and of course, now we have this cordial relationship with our landlord. Because our landlord, of the truth, is a very good guy. Name withheld. Even if he's a good guy, I still want to hold his name. He's a very good guy, very nice guy. I like the guy so much. The guy has been very fair to us in the compound, and all of a sudden, he had this barrister that takes charge of the house. That's like the house management, all right? Takes in charge of the house, pays attention to what happens to the house, the tenants, and all the rest. Instead of we relating to the landlord. Of course, now big man, then go on rest. He gets all that business we go on pay attention to, all right? Yeah, so the house rent for a self-contained is 350,000 naira. Recently increased. It was about 250 earlier before 3. No problem, no doubt, 350,000 naira. And then this, my neighbor, like my friend, she told the person that she's bringing, like she had a friend, I have a place, I'm leaving. I can introduce you to my landlord, and he gives you the place. And it's all fair. Unlike you going around looking for. Of course, you like the place because the company is cool. We have good neighborhood and all the rest. All right. So the girl called introduce this man to the landlord. The landlord accepted. Accept this thing. I was like, okay, no problem. Because of it, but he's going to pay this, that the guy accepted. So no problem. I'm going to pay this. I'm going to pay drink money. I'm going to pay this. All of a sudden, the next day, agent, they can't tell the guy, say, rent now 400,000.
Our agent take no say she won't go take the house.
No, not agent, house manager. All right. Okay. That's like the lawyer in charge of the house. They are all the same, house management, agent, blah, blah, blah. They are all the same. You understand? Say the guy even had to pay agent fee again. I'm like, and the girl was like, I heard this story. I'm like, pay agent who will bring you. These are the small services
how
you need to
take hear the story now. Since she has met the landlord directly.
No, the guy in question, no be the agent.
Okay.
Now he be the house manager, but of course, so one or two of these house manager, then they also the lawyers, they also serve as the agent just to bring people out. Okay. But not be you bring this guy. Why must he collect? Like how this money you take hungry way you want to collect and collect everything in total? So all of a sudden, the guy also say, they pay again. How can you pay 400,000 for yourself? Come on. How the place, place get water heater, get waiting. It's just fine. The company is good, of no doubt. But it recently increased to 350. And then you're not telling this guy it's 400. How?
My dear, that one is one part though. There's a friend of mine. This one you're saying is just one part though. The one my own friend told me of. God. It's not even about the amount of money in his own case. In his own case, is rules to the compound.
You don't remind me of one
thing. A full-grown adult
in Port Harcourt,
who counted his money came to you as a landlord and said, Oga landlord, I won't stay for your apartment. Most of these tenants, these apartments, they don't have agreements. After they've paid,
just enter. Yes, even my own self, nothing like
exactly.
You even pay for the agreement too. Just no say
you're paying for agreement. Yes, you're paying for agreement. You're paying for agency fee. You're paying for drink money. You're also paying a tenant's rent. Now, that aside, I've paid for agreement. You didn't give me agreement. So what am I paying for? Okay, you've taken the money, no problem. So this my friend went out. He's into show business. And then that fateful day, he came back around
How many months is on stay for the house?
He's been there for like 8 months. And
okay, that fateful day.
yes, but she has been, the landlady and the landlord has been giving him problem because they feel like, young boy, how did they get the money? But for a fact, I know that this boy does poultry.
Okay.
And he's into showbiz.
Okay.
He's a very good friend of mine. I know that I can see that he's doing a legit job. I've gone there to see his poultry, his farm, and he's very industrious. So without asking questions, she just kept attacking this boy. So on that fateful day, he came back 10 minutes past 11. 10 minutes past 11 to his house, and the gate was locked. Oh my God. The security man was on strict instruction. Oh God, from the landlady not to open the gate for this friend, names withheld. And I'm like, he called me immediately. Gilbert, I am going to do something bad. He said, I'm going to call. I said, what happened? And I explained. And I said, okay, is there an agreement that there's curfew at 10 o'clock in that apartment? Because if there's an agreement, then you have infringed it.
But wait, sorry to cut it short now. Even if it's an agreement that the gate will be locked, is it a must that you would say if the gate is locked, your own tenant cannot enter inside?
What is an agreement? An agreement is you've come into my house, or you've come or I've brought something to you, and I'm telling you that if I'm drinking water and I'm keeping cup, before I clean the cup, you clean the table. Do you agree? Yes.
Can that kind of agreement be now in the instance, or I understand the example you've given, but the instance of that agreement, can you would let's say something happens, and even if they've written the agreement, can you tell me that because I blindedly signed an agreement that your gate will be locked by 10?
Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. You cannot tell me that you blindedly. Didn't you read it? If you did not read, if you don't read, I'm going to give person go interpreter for PG for you. Are you getting
but
it?
why Potako landlord go they make that?
But in this, my friends,
go say make people go back
my
to
friends' case.
I've had this experience before. I'm telling you what I see. I've had this. The experience is that.
Poking my weight. Let me give you the end of this story. This boy slept outside.
He slept outside.
Oh my God, wonderment. He slept outside. He called me and was ranting, and I asked him that question. He said there was no agreement, but he paid agreement fee. I said, oh, if you take the go court, you have a case, so. Yes, because there was no curfew. If there was a curfew and you agreed to the terms and you now came when it is far the time agreed upon, then you have messed up in your
why
parts.
Landlord go even they look, even if that you go, why you go put agreement for house where people they pay for you, people they pay you
for
rent.
Safety reasons. I understand.
Then you lock the gate and give the person his own key.
I think that's a method that can
if
work.
anybody come inside, after all, everyone else for the compound, everybody go they held that responsible.
Okay, there is another one that happened. This issue of tenancy in Port Harcourt, I feel like both the government and the law needs to also put interest in it, put their interest and their eyes in it. If it's to reenact a new law, if it is for the state government to, I don't know, put some measures to checkmate this people, because they are not properly checkmate. They don't feel like they are guided by any policy. But there are rules to it. I'm telling you. Let's take, for instance, a landlord is saying that his rent is 500,000. How much is the agency fee? Is it not 5%? Abi? If I'm wrong, please correct me. 5%. Now, we've not talked of the one lawyer will take. Lawyer go take. Agents go take.
Lawyer's own is the agreement fee now.
Is the agreement fee. Yes, that's what I'm saying now. Lawyer go take. Yes. Lawyer go take. Agent go take. Landlord go take. So let's say this person walks up to you and or comes to your place and tells you, or an agent, you were introduced to an agent. Let's say you're introduced to an agent, and the agent is telling you that the house is 900,000.
Normally it's 500K.
It's 500K. And 5% of 500K, you know, reach 100,000 naira now. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
That's 50,000. And let's say agreement fee is 10% of the total sum. Which is, let me say, the 100,000. It's not still up to the 900,000. The agent is telling you.
For one reason, the agent will increase.
I saw this one on social media.
Will increase the rent.
She fought with the agent. The agent told her that, she must pay it. In this case, the landlord is not even aware
that his
amount is outrageous out there in the sky.
Oh, man.
So the lady was curious. She's like, she wants to see the landlord. She wants to see the landlord. She went and saw the landlord, and the landlord said,
900,000.
Oh, what
For
the
how many
hell?
bedrooms?
And it's a 1-bedroom flat.
1 bedroom for 900,000.
900. And that was what made the woman to look at it again.
Where
That
the
this
place
is not
dey now?
pure.
Where the place dey? Where she won't rent?
Abloma exists now.
900,000.
My dear, this landlord and landlord management and agents it's a problem in River State.
My own, I tell you, this one I saw it live and direct. Like this is somebody like after that your guy we won't rent that your house. The guy no rent them again. Say no, waiting happen. A landlord don't agree 350 with me. All of a sudden, house manager be agent, I be lawyer. They could call him lawyer. Lawyer they tell him now 400 for what? Meanwhile, they even tell the guys go pay agent fee. Agent fee will not be waiting. Not be somebody me I bring.
See.
Finally, the guy no rent the house again.
Mm-hmm. There's another thing that landlords do about evicting tenants from a property. There are statutory requirements to that. But a lot of properties, or should I say a lot of landlords are not following those statutory requirements by law. A 1-year tenant is entitled to a 6-month notice to quit.
1 year tenant, okay.
Yes.
2 years tenant, how many?
Don't do me that kind of thing for you.
For instance, some person don't stay for house. Wait, hold on. No.
I don't open my book. No, go
Hold
far.
on.
The one
But some person don't stay for some house for like, I've stayed in your house for like 2 years. That you just have to treat me. I've stayed in your house for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years.
Regardless of whether you have stayed in the house 1 year, 2 years, 3 years rent, you are paying a yearly rent.
Okay, yeah.
You're paying a yearly. We have yearly tenants, we have weekly tenants, we have monthly tenants by law.
Okay, that's where this other house what comes in. All these other service apartments, like those kind of apartments.
Yes. So now
daily, those kind of things.
Yeah. So and you by law you have been told that if a yearly tenant is due to evict your property in November, you're supposed to have given him a notice to quit back 6 months before November. Even though his rent is running, some people make this mistake that but if my rent is still running, why is he giving me notice to quit? It's an intention.
Wait, hold on. Yes, I want to get.
It's for you to show that you have an intention to either renew the rent or that you're leaving the property, giving the landlord sufficient time to either look for another person to occupy the property and also giving you sufficient time to also pack out of his property.
So it is if your rent is supposed to expire by November, and landlord say won't pack you. So if landlord give you quick notice by January, that means 6 months don't elapse, because me I feel like from that November you now have to give you another 6 months to quit.
You can't give it in January now. It counts from November backwards. To count from, if you're counting November backwards, that's like May, July, August, September, October, November. You get that's like in May. Now that May now is sufficient time, but these days landlords will come 3 days to when your rent is expiring and it's telling you, oh boy, you go soon pack out of this house. Oh boy, pack out, your rents don't expire. You're not giving him sufficient time to decide whether or not he wants to retain the property or pack out. And they are not even employing the services of lawyers. They are not employing the services of lawyers to tell them the right thing to do. And after that 6 months notice, you still have to give them 1 week notice to quit. So you have statutory rules to this, but they don't. I know if I read it on. I was listening to let me retold this show on TV. It's about they go to court. Currently, it's trending on TV, and in the show, the lady wanted to rent an apartment. And she amends the services of an agent, rather. And the agent took her to the apartment. She didn't like it. Why? Because he did not meet up to her standard. And she had already paid him agency fee. Aside transport. So outside the agency fee, they pay their transport. Two things. You never even know whether the person where they find the house don't chop. Just what do they collect. Now, he said it's the 2,000 is, he said 2,000 naira was to be paid by the person looking for the property to the agent, non-refundable. Wahala.
That 2000 I think is a popular.
Okay, non-refundable. Now she's going to pay his transport to every area he's going to show, every location he's going to show. That's another one. Now she got to different apartments. She wasn't satisfied. She said it doesn't meet up to the standard that I want. Refund me back the 50,000 naira I give you. And I asked, immediately I was watching her, I'm like, does she even know the amount the property will be before paying the
50K? Let's say she be
before paying the what's it called, the agent. It could be less. What if the property is less than 200 or 300?
How
And you
go
pay
pay?
50, it's either your loss or his loss or his gain. This story is not pure. But the landlord, the agent was there. Say, yes, he gave her 50,000. That when they see the property, if it's up to a standard, then she will pay whatever balance she needs to. Okay, give her 50,000. He has used it. That he has told her to come and take another property that he chooses for her. It was ruled in his favor. It was ruled in his favor. You get? But these are things that should be stopped. It should be stopped.
See, this
If for Port Harcourt, he bad pass. He bad pass. Go see somebody they find house for Ikpukulu, for someone like Ikpukulu where never get that kind of structures where you go say, oh, better houses there, and then they tell you say you go pay agency fee, you go pay landlord, they take house where toilet there outside almost 500 for 300,000.
This Ego Island, and funny enough, I don't know if this light system is everywhere, but for this Ego Island, it is worst. But the rent, I don't know.
You guys don't have lights.
We guys, we they stay for Ego Island.
You know they stay for Ego
I
Island.
know they stay for Ego. I don't pack scenes.
I just say they
I
live
don't
there.
pack scenes. Yeah, I'll give you a story.
I won't give you house there. I get property there.
God forbid, I need to go there again. See, man, I'll tell you a story of one particular house agent where I meet.
Okay.
See, I must say I commend those guys at a point. Okay, there was this place I was staying there. The rent was 1.2 million naira, and first year I paid first year. And the first time I was supposed to renew, all right, no, normally when you enter house, you go pay your rent, pay everything. The first time I was supposed to renew, things got bad for me, and I'm not being able to pay the rent.
Dog like you.
I'm not going to be able to pay the rent. The time where I tell the man, anyway, the first time, say the guy can't tell me, say, how can you blah, 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 I can't even the best friend say, you know, go down, they talk to me. Based on say, I feel say, money they come. The time where I can't tell this guy I can't come, get one job they won't give us, they no can't give us a go on my high can't remember. So don't be this your gra. Better go they calm down, they talk to this guy, but now I can't calm down, can't they talk to this house agent, house management. And the funniest part now, these big people will be say they get plenty houses where they run. And it be like say the way they take run them now, if a landlord get 4 apartments for the year now, the 4 apartment money, then they carry send them. Okay. So even your loopholes, I them supposed give them 10 million, give them 9 million. You know, no say
extra money.
Extra, like no particular person. So it's a quite. Not me. They say most time they do things do one with big people. Don't be when poor landlord. They be say the guy never fit paying his school fees and his total school fees. You can't worry for your small, So it can't happen like they say. I don't feel meet up my rent for the time I tell them. I can't struggle. Rent went expired September. First time payment. And December now I do first time installment. And this house agent. They say they suffer with me. I say like, look, they say for this Port Harcourt,
you not kill me. No easy for me.
I say now you. I can't tell it's okay, no problem. They say that same December, no worry. No normally our jobs now we'll go shows, we'll cover things. December, no worry, in a hit period for every entertainment person. A normal thing. If we want to find 10 million, that 10 million that December, only that December say we'll get now. So this is our business be. They find 3 million, 2 million. So I can't say okay, no, I will complete the rent in 2 weeks time or 1 week time or more. That same December, things still show us shaggy. January I no pay, February I no pay, and they need to disturb me. Guy just come on my DM after the rent, after 1 or 2, give me 1 or 2 messages. The next thing they don't serve me paper, say man move. Oh, when I say calculate, move it. All the load why I get this, that. When I calculate everything. You know when I come pay 6 months on the 6th month, normally I 1 year rent they pay. On the 6th month, I say for this Port Harcourt. So in as much as say all these bad people they, may I still believe say some good persons they, and then. Now, this sometimes imagine say that company or that firm employ a bad representative inside of them. We know if you reason with your tenant most times. You understand what I say? Imagine the guy no go right say, oh no, this time I'm gonna pull them, or maybe that first period where I've been shot for, that first period where I've been vest for them. You get one of my friends where they order food online. You get the way we say the customer. Like that my friend shout for the person where they handle the food online companies.
Okay.
The next thing they change them for this guy and then they answer them again. I don't say anything to the guy because I mean recommend the food vendor to the guy. You understand? I think they say they were asking him, do you want it express 2005 or making add-on with other people on 2000 naira? The guy just say, "Oga, I beg, bring my food, I beg." Why they ask me plenty questions? I need my food ASAP. That's what me saying want them express. Is it not for you as a vendor, as somebody that is serving the public, to say, okay, sir, or whatever thing the client comes with? Like me, we're there in public space, we know how to talk to people. Even because some person go don't even insult you, go, you look at okay, no problem, sir. Let me just go and do it. You know, just avoid some certain things. Based on say you're in the public space. The next thing, these food vendors, they didn't answer the thing. I go see for their state to say, it gets some kind of first time client where you go avoid. I look and say, child, are you guys even really ready to do business? Now moving forward to this protocol landlords and house management. Most of this bad management, I think they chook in this our landlords. They say bad egg. I see enter one, it don't spoil.
Like when you talk about management, I just recalled something. By law, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is the duty of the tenants to maintain any damage inside the premises, inside the house. Let me use the right word. Like when it comes to interior, me will be tenants, now me get the work. You get. But when it comes to anything outside the house I'm staying, like compound, let me say soccer away, they spoil. You get. There was a time I was in a premises where I was within the neighborhood. The next compound we're having issues. And first of all, their sumo go bad. Their water sumo go bad. I hope I'm calling it right. Then their sockaway was leaking. And the landlord came. And the so-called landlord claims he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer?
Yes.
A barrister.
He came and he came and he saw the whole instance, the whole scene, and he said, tenants, you all have to contribute money for the repairs. I'll speak in his terms because a friend of mine lives there, so she called me. You guys have to contribute for each of the houses have to contribute to repair the sockaway and the sumo. What? It is your duty, man. You're the landlord. That's sockaway. Now you go repair them now. It don't spoil.
Oh wait, the house because that's like the place I once stayed. I was telling you about. They have a service apartment. It's like a service apartment where, even according to the agreement, waiting we sign are either exterior and interior. Something spoiled inside our premise. Now we pay 200K extra inside our rent every year because we get one big lister for the compound. You get what would they also use. So if the lister spoil, although not be every time within the fix like maybe 30% of damages for the lister and they fix them. But inside the house, then they, even if
that was in the agreement.
Yes, that was in the agreement. So that same house, they carry that kind of service because they get some kind of apartment they call it's a service apartment.
Yes.
It didn't carry that kind agreement or something. Or by law, it is always there without signing an agreement. This house is going to be a service apartment or something.
What I understand is that both the tenant and the landlord has a duty in maintenance. Okay. Are you getting it? If roof spoil, is it my making that roof spoil? Am I jumping and spoiling the roof?
You understand? I say the same thing with your
yes.
Sock away something. I get
not be me go repair them. I go call your attention, landlord. My roof don't spoil. It's you as a landlord that will come and work it. But if my bulb spoil, I'm not going to call landlord to come and repair my bulbs. It's me that will repair my bulb. So those major things that affects the comfort of the tenants should be handled by the landlord. But a lot of properties need they happen. That same compound, outside roof, they leak. They don't call landlord. Landlord say they go contribute money.
You query landlord. Talk to me.
No, I don't know whether they query man. But it's that Peter Delivery Road axis. And I'm like, why would I not fit tell this man saying I ain't go repair this thing? You know my business.
They fear him now.
Maybe. But you know be my business, I just chipping out. Not this thing I ain't go repair him now. This sum always spoil. Even if you go tell her to contribute money, you go bring major now because some persons can be careless, intentionally spoil things. So these landlords want them to be more careful. So they'll tell you go prepare them, but you bring certain percentage. Let's make it work.
Yes.
Why there's some property, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's still very good places you stay. Like where I stay, I know they get problem. There is water. If water is bad, go deadly.
No, repent. I don't come down your house before.
You understand everything. Before you say Jack Robinson, everything don't soft. Why that God do? I'm not everybody get the luck.
Maybe that landlord, don't give me life to cry.
I swear. But some will say don't live in a property where landlord stays. What's your take on that?
Me, I don't live for plenty place for this Port Harcourt. They former I be testimony of 10 o'clock made them come. Of course, this is our business. You get one small office, so I get for one small place like that. One of my staff go work, come back late. But then as one work we go come back late. So normally now the place where they summer I come to bro, go sleep for office now. The guy go landlord saying go party, say make him go back house.
Thank God. That's the annoying
So,
part. Are we
even if
kids?
you go party, I'm so.
Are we kids?
Even if you go party,
I raise money,
so,
renters. He tell me to make I go out.
I go party.
Go outside. I go party.
I go party.
I don't come off my mother roof. Go rent house. I should go. I should go back. It's wrong. And I feel like
See, I don't live for place. They get one place where they stay. You know, when we come back for that place, come another place, one other former place where we also they stay. Get one of my neighbor like they I think they enjoy the compound for 2 a.m. We don't hear pong pong. 3 a.m. She don't come back. Pong pong. I don't like all that.
We don't say that.
I wish say this woman don't experience that last place where they stay. Pong pong. Well, normally we they close the gates for the compound.
No, but that's what you do because you're also discomforting them in their sleep.
Just
go close to them and they go open gate for you. Not the one that you're even. That my friend, his landlord was ranting. You go back where you come from.
Imagine you go back.
He was on speaker. I was calming him down. He said, I am going to call the police. I said, no need. Your rent is expiring soon. Manage it. Police matter like spend money and this,
that other place where they log gate for us by 10. That's like even an office. Imagine saying that they stay. That one small office will be get that time.
For that location side.
Yes, so now you know the place now.
I think I know.
Tell us say nah, we may 10 o'clock I go come back house. Then that time when the staff don't call me, you understand? Our staff, they friends, they don't not someone they don't not sign once or twice occasions. And they get 1 or 2 friends where they like follow me. After now, they don't more go that job when I get now. We'll go, don't call me. Then me normally me go call the landlord. The guy don't switch off your phone.
Hey.
Now later when they don't do that, no, you can open the door, can invest for them, blah, 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 blah. Simon, I just leave out. You know what? Then most times they're like the camera we on even carry for that bag. If it take 3 years, 4 years, that landlord, because obviously the landlord don't they broke. That me they even tell I say, you see the kind of big house we why you no sell this house, go start life on another small place, give your wife money, but that no concern me, and 999 life to stay broke. Just to suffer family. 1 month, 2 months, they are come meeting say for that your rent, give me 300,000, I take me 200,000, I take pay this, I'll give them.
The issue
so,
of
me, you know, no most times me, I can't tell my boss they want to leave. Now, no say the cost of packing, by the time we pack our equipment, new house we will go stay, this that. Most times now too, because if your rent, now let's say your rent now, that then I pay like 500,000 for that place. You understand? Now, I can't change. By the time we go back now, we can't spend 600,000. And sometimes I pay my rent twice. I'll pay 400,000 first, then 100,000. I'll be 350. Then, you know, sometimes now you go to check your pocket before rent expire. If you give them like 350, but by the time you go come package that full money, come they go and all the rest. But then the only thing me again one talk will make me leave that place. I say, you know, go know waiting they are waiting. The better way they miss.
Not true.
Until you leave that place.
Not true. But even with that, if you know they're comfortable, If the stress is too much,
that man sure
see, the issue of tenancy, landlords, tenants, landlord, and
house
management in Port Harcourt cannot be overemphasized because I bet you a lot of people are complaining in the streets of Port Harcourt. If we want to do a statistics, I'll be carrying my.
Where if you say this issue bad pass?
I'm not sure say I go get a particular area.
Everywhere.
Because I never live everywhere for Port Harcourt. Because I can't give that statistics. But I tell you that if you carry this mic and say, make you find statistics.
I don't remember this one.
People go cry.
One of my neighbor, his name now Monday. I go mention this one Monday. Monday say, in the turn generator on, in landlady, they go off the generator.
Why?
Saying the thing they worry am. No agreement like that. I say, why Monday they gist me?
Like the guy say, is there supposed to be a generator that service everybody in the company?
No. Say they just like how dark their house is now. This room, the same house. Like let's say that's not this rooms, this office there like this now. That other room getting your landlord. Did I know that kind of house we old house, Diob area? That other room getting your landlord. That room. So in landlord for that in your room, for that 3 room, plenty rooms there. Papa die or grandpapa die, give them some. Get like they go offer. I say, so instead for that, instead they are way low. I say Monday, you try you because we're actually talking about things that are happening in that my former house because the guy was my neighbor earlier. You know, he said all these things. Man, no saying don't see more. Man just forget. I say if you get money, say go back for this house.
Issues of rent is something nobody want fall into that.
Generator, you go off and
Nah, she dey fly for night.
I don't understand.
She dey fly for night, they disturb her. The noise they disturb her. But the truth of the matter is, like I said from the onset, from the beginning, they need to be checked checkmate. No, I'll correct that. There needs to be a body that checks these people. Because nobody is taking time to enforce these policies that are there. Because I know say these rules are there. I know say these laws are there. But some people don't just want to go court. Some people don't want the long litigation. Some people don't want long stress.
Yeah, you understand. Because
they want manage. But if there are certain bodies that you can go and meet that have certain level of backing from the government or are authorized by the government to do a proper checking that landlords are not taking above this particular amount, because the house is you're seeing a house that is dilapidated and they are giving you a price that is way above what it ought to be. You're seeing a dilapidated property and somebody's telling you to pay as much as 300,000. Say I go
increase them if you come.
I go fix them. What is that? It needs to be comfortable for me. That's why it's a rented apartment. My comfort is number one. I tell you, a lot of people in Port Harcourt just want money. So many houses in Port Harcourt is dilapidated. Water no they do.
No, but this water
don't give you juice. Agents will give you juice.
This water issue. See, this only is water issue. No normal. But even those fine houses, you go see water they lack. 247 water they lack. You go put one tank for like how many?
It's sometimes exactly one tank for maybe 7 flats.
How?
We have one flat get mother,
father. How?
4 kids. Another flat get mother, father, and that day go on punish you.
In Port Harcourt, they get waiting the rain. All the whole family they get drum there for the house.
Exactly.
How can you be staying in a fine house? You go they get drum like
you have to save your life.
You go come the on tap.
I say after imagine say you don't get the drum. Imagine you don't get the drum. Then all the houses called they cook beans.
All my house.
Water don't finish.
All my house, me I know they get drum, and they worry me. What's investment partner say?
If you bachelor
if you want flush toilet, you can't carry water. God, we don't suffer for this water.
Well, but I know that if people are properly checked, a lot of landlords will change.
You know, so most of these landlords are politicians. How you want to fight them?
Oh, don't talk them now. What of the non-politicians? How you want to fight them too?
How you want to fight them?
So Port Harcourt, surviving in Port Harcourt in so many ways, especially this part.
For a poor man to fight a big man with the mindset say the law exists.
Yes, now it's possible. With prayers.
I like that one, the prayers. But you don't say Nigeria might be the highest, or be one of the highest praying country.
Now we know we are religious. We are religious minded.
We sabi pray.
Even when we wear that property go pray, but it's good. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
It's good because some persons don't do libation. Different sorts of things are not acceptable.
The foundation of the house.
Yes, and some people live in the property. You don't know, but that person don't die there. One thing. My friend, according to my friend, they talk when you go to hospital, they pray for the bed. Now people don't die for the bed, but that cannot be overemphasized. It's okay. We are religious inclined. We love to pray, but let a spade be called a spade. Landlord should do the right thing, and I will advise tenants. If you no get agreement, no enter the house. You paid for it. Now your duty.
I'll give you a story.
Okay, wait, your duty.
Wait, I understand.
Excuse me, let me just finish.
I paid for agreement in that my other company where they talk about what I said the people then try for me, all right. I just leave that company because I needed to expand. So whenever parent for like now the 6th one I would complete it for first time repayment, all those kind of things. They gave us an agreement where it wasn't signed.
And that's on you now. Imagine today now. Imagine you were in that property and then you did, let me say, one of your staffs or a friend comes into the property and spoils as big as it gets. Let's say in the drive car, fail brake, in they try to come out of the premises, fail brake, jam gate. It gets, and sign agreements.
Okay, that kind of thing, I'm not supposed to fix that.
As big as it gets, not landlord now.
But now somebody jam am.
Now that one you go be your problem now, because now you go destroy the property. If a gate is getting rusted, it's not in the making of you.
Okay.
If a gate is getting rusted, it means it's due for change. The landlord will change it. But if it's you that caused the harm to that gate,
it's an accident.
You'll find a way with the landlord.
Okay.
If the landlord is lenient enough and say, don't worry, bring 50%, I'm going to bring 50%.
Why they talk like that? But that landlord talk like that. They talk like that. Nah, man.
Stop it.
They know they talk.
Stop it. It's my poor haircut.
Yeah,
stop
it. You don't you speak English. You speak that one.
No, some they speak. What do you mean?
Few. So you not use few and be how many Port Harcourt wait, don't see they speak big grammar.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a proper
they possible for this Port Harcourt.
I make a call for you.
Call for me.
I should call them.
Call for me. But this was
Reserve
that
it. But by the way, if the landlord agrees that don't worry, I'll fix it, fine. If the landlord says no, you fix it, But if they get the rust, you have the duty to call your landlord. My gate is getting bad. It's rusting. It's due for change.
There's a story that trended there.
But if now you spoil gate,
then bury somebody inside house where you rent. They give the house for
plenty
rent.
houses where they live in, just no bury people. Because some culture allows it.
But then wait, if a culture allows you to bury your loved one inside an
Why
apartment,
rent it?
why rent it out?
That is where money comes in. Now, if you need money, you get house to use make money. You go use and make money. Hey, you're in Port Harcourt, right? You're in Port Harcourt and you say, oh, some people have this mindset. It's Port Harcourt city local government is congested. For me, I don't feel like it's congested. I still feel like it's okay. I won't go far, Omagwa. All these other fafa axes. Maybe I go reach out. Hey, school don't they Ahoda side. I should go down to Ahoda and get property and get a house and stay. Now those people have their cultures.
This same thing what I tell you, the story where
those people have their cultures.
Room
you see, those people have their culture. Some cultures they bury for the bedroom of the man we die.
Yes. Then you can't still get mine, give that house.
This house where they stay, no whether the person they don't bury person before.
No.
And they ask you now.
Now upstairs we did now. So now people where they downstairs, now go feel now upstairs we did.
You never can tell. It's better you have no knowledge of it. But if you have a knowledge of it and they bury somebody, wait till they go pay for the rent.
But why would they bury somebody?
It's their
the
culture.
law not supposed I go bury somebody for still give a house for rent. The law not supposed to hold on and say no, this is not supposed to be done.
It's their culture.
Wow.
What do you want me then do?
You think the matter I think trend I say try Port Harcourt. Then this one I wish I for like call the ethnic group where they do this thing. Make I just hold on.
No, maybe they're gonna burn you.
I swear, make I just hold on.
Say it, mention names, mention names.
Make I just hold on. No, if you mention, I say you get them out. I get them out.
I mean, cut this part. You look so weak.
Nah, then they control the affairs of the state. As said.
Okay, but
but then it is really, really well. It invests me. When I heard that story, when I saw that story, I felt like, oh no, this is too much. This is too much.
No, but they're still good. They're still good purposes.
500 self-container. They go for 500, 600.
Hey, O'Shea, imagine person will never chop.
Young boy where they start life.
Well, why will you go and look for that kind of house?
No, see, so somehow they are overhyped.
Yes.
Like this is my own way. At the time way I've been the stay way that other of my neighbor they move go UK. Do you understand? She told this boy. The boy was even willing to pay. Say, no, guy, you're starting life. How would you stay in an apartment of 400,000 for self-contained? Which leg it? That means say very soon now they will come increase the rent for other tenants.
Is there water? Is there light? Is it POP? Is it comfortable?
Thank you. You don't ask the question whether it's POP. Mbano.
Oh, nah.
Now, some tenant now they increase the other one. You understand? Another of my neighbor again, that same house. If let's say for me, I felt like as of then the landlord be don't tire for everybody. You just want to look for a means to move. The house agents or the house manager, when they call them lawyer, I'll be barrister. I don't know what they call them then. You don't take this. This is not like 2 years ago. You understand? In concede the tenant, they ask and say, this is your house. How much way they pay? The guy no answer him. Every human being has his own way of doing things. If not me, somebody like me, you ask me that maybe barrister or whatever, or I have could have relationship with the landlord before you came, and you just walk up to ask me, this is your house, how much should they pay? Immediately I will just tell you how much they pay. But if the other person answer, it doesn't make the person a bad person. Some person just get that character. They know they soft. They know you understand. The guy no answer him. Before you say the guy a verse, say why you no answer and blah blah. According to the story, they saying go tell landlord say that in house too fine.
It's not a bad thing.
That in house too fine. Meanwhile, now the guy now he put POP, make the house fine like that.
Is there a discount to that?
I don't know. There wasn't any discount.
I don't see a reason.
Then fix the guy. Then tell the guy to make the guy come out.
I don't see a reason why I will go and keep a house, go and be putting POP.
See, sometimes
when it's not a property of mine.
Sometimes, see, if
I know
you
it's
like
for
a
your
place,
comfort.
you understand. If you
It's
like
for your comfort, but it's a
just-
loss because some
you just-
landlords will not be considerate and reasonable enough to understand that if this tenant eventually packs out of this premises, it's my gain. Are you getting it? It's my gain because you will
Now
not
make them go and find a
you will
reason to
not-
come on you.
You will not put the price of that property to a standard that fits it. You understand?
Now I
But
make them
you
want to
wait
the boy
do the
back.
thing now. They will come tell you say you go pay 700,000 for instance. That's or 1.5
No,
for instance.
the boy was saying, the boy been the talk say, if I want increase rent, one and no tell me, and I'm gonna tell me say they cause nuisance. According to what him tell me that they say they're saying they cause nuisance for the compound. And person we supposed to give that report say the guy they cause nuisance. Now we waiting for the compound.
Talking about nuisance, some tenants actually do cause.
No, this guy not like that. This guy. What for they together now? They love. They mean that compound will be say if one person buy car for the compound, everybody will come and celebrate them. See, I think that I remember that I bought my first car when I did it for that compound. Could you believe when I buy it? You know sometimes when you buy things, you know they to get money today. I buy that car and my neighbor
buy drinks.
I swear.
O'Shea.
I tell the show I don't get money. More do on this. He say no. Saying get money. The guy Monday carry me come out. That's a Monday why they tell you say the guy been leave for a place. So carry me come out, buy drinks for the car and everything. You understand? Say no worry. Say we'll go. I say you know me I need to take alcohol. Say we'll go buy your own separate drink or something. That's how they bought me. What's this drink? One of those energy drink like that. They buy the drink for me. You understand? I come and say we want see neighbors and also that guy buy car too. Now people nine cook.
So back to tenancy and management. I feel like people out there listening to us should look at three things very important. When signing your agreement, when you get into a property, you're paying rent. Demand for your agreement is your right, so that you know whether the terms will work for you.
I ask you a question. First of all, most persons where they move, go a house, right? A new house, old or something. Most times they move as per urgency. Remember,
doesn't matter.
Hold on.
Why you're there, they can still give you the agreement.
Hold on. Now, the agreement, most times now when they pay money, pay rent, and they give them agreement, make them see. You don't pay money, you don't pay rent. Perhaps you don't even move one or two of your things. Where they say they don't worry me pack. Bad system, right?
Yes.
How you won't take most times I feel say you're supposed to give me this agreement. Let me see
if I will work
before I pay.
If it work for
rather
me.
they say as they pay rent, as they pay pretend they pay the agreement at the same time. It's not supposed to be done. Because most landlords they don't even get this agreement draft out.
They don't.
Like you said, they employ the services of a lawyer. They don't advise them. They don't.
They're saying that this is expensive to pay, but at the end of the day, you're putting rules that you did not tell the tenants.
Yeah.
You're putting rules. Some people will say, oh, for security reasons. Some properties, like one I read on Instagram was a property where they kidnapped rather a tenant who was driving in at past 12. Is somebody that they know anytime they call in, they play music in car tight, they have money. It's not here in Port Harcourt. I think it's somewhere in Lagos or so. And why the man was just at the gate blowing horn? It's a rented apartment. Before security man could open gates.
That's now put to one of my neighbors.
Exactly.
Well, see,
hold on, they captured him and they took him. To God be the glory, they were able to pay the ransom and they brought him out. The tenants on their own, that's different, made their policies. So you understand that it's because of safety that they did this. Now, it is the duty of those people to tell any other person that is coming to that premises, oh, you the rent house here, we get rules, oh, once it's 10 o'clock, nobody, this kind of thing we face, I make. It gives me a reason to choose
but then,
if I can or not.
Keeping that, keep it down on a lane. Get something with me I think about, because this whole robbery in Port Harcourt down. Now also another story where no go ever they overemphasized. You understand? Now, one of my neighbor too then kidnap him. I mean, then they stole his car under gunpoint. You know. Now, if this is a gate for example, this is like a gate, right? This is like a gate. When you drive, you don't. Since they come out for night or they move for night, you don't stop at a gate like this.
Okay.
Should they get? I felt like this is the only remedy. This is like saving, because if you stop at the gate, the person will come go block you for back. You can't go forward. You can't go backward. Okay. Security no carry gun. Even most security will carry gun. They know if you face those boys.
Okay, so you're advising
so you give a space and you park like this and you blow your own.
Okay, so whatever it is, you can move.
You can either go forward or go backward.
Okay.
Anyhow, you get safety. You understand? The other day, I felt like. No, because I was coming inside the gate and it was late, and I was also washing on my back. Who they come behind me? Who be that person? And most of these security people will blow on tired and they sleep.
Yeah, they're not going to sleep. They'll be human being.
No, you know that's why we have night and day workers. All right. You're supposed to be active. So when you come blow on,
give you night and day.
When you come blow on, they're not already say na the tenants, na the whatever. Also on this zone gate issue, they all don't go digitalize. Make them put remote gate, automatic gate for compounds. If they pay compound of 1 point something million naira, gates, you go they find gate man, they go, if they come, you all press this thing, you get for the most of these modern cars now, then they do the setting, maybe say if you all press up, the gates don't open, they're like 3 lock. The press and the gate don't open. Those things they cost, those things are like 200, 300,000, they don't fix something, will roll your gate for you. Open your gate by
I
by
wish your
itself.
dreams to come to pass. Don't
For this Port Harcourt, you know go pay rent of 1.5 million naira. Sometimes now you they carry your own hand, they go open your gate yourself.
Yes, it happens.
When landlord no say automatic gates, sometimes 500,000, 300,000, you don't put them. You don't serve you for like 10 years, 50 years.
You're very correct.
But then honestly, I wish say this our whole thing will stop. But then it is well. It is really, 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 really well.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been an interesting topic.